Good evening. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Y'all come on in. Yeah, man, come on in. Football season is here, you all. Football season is here. I said it once again. Football season is here, man. Jumped off live. Had a pretty good week. Sad thing for the Cowboys, that go down with a thumb injury. But needless to say, you all, the Raiders was playing the Chargers this weekend. And did it go down? Yes, it did. It went down in the worst way, you all, because not only did the Chargers win the game, but they also jumped on the Raiders fans, you all the fans. It was a fan frenzy out there, pretty much brawl, you all. Like I said, as a young child, I remember growing up and going to these particular games and enjoying these games with my dad, and was able to go out there. And we went to a lot of games, you all. My dad was an Astros fan and particularly Oilers fans. He took me to many Oilers games, you all. So as a young child, I had a chance to experience a lot of games, you know. A lot of pro games, NFL games, but seems like nowadays, man, it's a safety hazard. I said that it could be a safety hazard to actually bring your kids out into the game and actually go to a place where you feel like you're going to enjoy a good Sunday and watch a good football game against two competitive teams and possibly meet you a couple of friends out there, you all. I said it, possibly meet you a couple of fan friends. But nowadays, you all, it's going down, you know. It's a very unsafe place to be. And there's a bunch of fights jumping off nowadays at these games. But before I got into this particular fight incident, let me read my copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. Like I said, it was this one particular fight. They had a few people that covered it, and TMZ had covered a good story on this particular fight, and a few more other places. Even New York Times even had this particular fight, you all. But it has gone viral. A fight in which one man was actually fighting 3 or 4 people, you all. And one thing about these particular fights is that everything go, you all. And one particular lady proceeded to jump into the fight, in which it was very wrong for her to do. And because, like I said, it was some men fighting in the first place. So I don't know if her husband was fighting or her boyfriend was potentially fighting, but she decided to get out there as well, y'all. And when she did, she got caught with the left uppercut haymaker. I said it, the left uppercut haymaker, the mighty blow. You know, the Mike Tyson punch out, but old boy dropped them a few people out there, you all. But like I said, my main concern was, you know, just the things that's going on at these games, and it might not be a safe place to take the kids at all nowadays, you all. Let me get off into this thing and read you all a short clip on what the New York Post had to actually say about this particular fight. But first, I can share with you all also. That pretty much says everything that needs to be said about about this first football Sunday, but it went down this Sunday, y'all. It went down, you all. And like I said, I don't know if one of these places will actually be a safe place to actually take the kids anymore, you all. I think I actually seen a few kids that was actually out there with their parents, and like I said, it's a sad thing to see when these kids are actually seeing the grown-ups behave in such a manner, you all. Like I said, this is no way that we should behave in any football game, you all, because not only are we being televised, but there are cameras everywhere. And not only are there cameras everywhere, but we want to represent our country and our football teams in the best proper manner that we possibly can, you all. I mean, as fans, we go to compete and enjoy the game and hoorah and talk a lot of noise, but, when it comes to putting your hands on each other, I mean, that's a totally different thing, because now you don't even see football players as fighting as much as they used to, you all. Like I said, it had to be something, maybe a dirty player, that's consistently doing the same thing. The type of plays that the referees are actually missing will actually cause these players to start fighting. But, for these particular fans to be behaving in such a manner is kind of baffling to me. But the one thing to solve all them problems, you all, is the alcohol they selling out there. That's the biggest thing, because when these people, a lot of these people go to these and they be betting on their games and betting on these certain teams, and they may have they are real fans, so they may be actually involved in fantasy football, so forth and so on. And a lot of these people, like I said, didn't come up actually playing football. Like I said, a lot of these fans that go, they love the game. They just really going somewhere to go somewhere, you all. But when you mix this alcohol and this beer and all these type of intoxicants while you out here enjoying this game in a competitive manner, then there's always some type of arguments or some type of friction that go on, you all. Like I said, I didn't really want to tear too long on it. I just wanted to come on and just say how exciting this year is going to be, you all. How exciting this football year is actually going to be. Like I said, I don't know what actually jumped everybody off or why everybody was so mad, because it was only the first game of the season, and you can't win all 16 games on the first game, you all. I said that you cannot win all 16 games your first week of football, you all. Like I said, it's going to be a long season, and it's going to be particularly a long season for them Dallas Cowboys, you all, because I am a Dallas Cowboy fan. I said it, I am a Dallas Cowboy fan. But yeah, so it's going to be looking sad for us this year. And, I hope, people don't be out there fighting behind these particular games. Don't go nowhere, and particularly go to a football game to actually enjoy yourself, and then you end up in the jailhouse, and you got to, they like, Daddy went to the football game there, and he never came home. You don't want to go have to come tell your kids that on a Monday morning that you got it from jailhouse because you actually got into a fight at one of these football games. Like I said, that would be very bad to see and a very bad representation, you all. I didn't want to tear too long on this, but welcome to some football. God first, Christ game. Peace. We out. Thank you. Catch some minutes too.